Hi, I'm Simon from Sailing Britican, and we help people become sailing cruisers. Today I'm going to show you a solution for a leaky mast.
I can see drips along the mast.
Yeah, I'm just wiping it up now. I'm going to tell you a story. We were sailing from Gibraltar down to the Canary Islands just before we were crossing the Atlantic, and we hit a bit of a storm, and I think it's the first and only time I've actually been seasick. The reason was because we were in this storm and I went downstairs, went to the bathroom, and I noticed water was pouring down the mast, and I felt it, and I actually thought that the mast was going to come down because we'd redone it a couple of months earlier in Sicily, and people had warned us not to redo it, and we'd put this spyrite to go around it to seal it. Because it's a carbon mast, we can't put chocks down because that would damage it and crack it, so we had to redo it all. Given ourselves, we watched 2 YouTube videos and did it ourselves, and it's working great. But I thought the mast was going to come down. I thought I've killed my family, and I just ran over to the sink and just puked up. And Kim goes, "Why are you puking, Simon?" I says, "I think the mast is coming down, it's leaking." She goes, "No, do you remember the tape we got? It was terrible tape." And I went, "Oh yeah." So I stopped being sick instantly, because then I knew the mast wasn't coming down. It was just me being sick. I was just tired. It was going through the storm, and yeah. So we used amalgamating tape, or self-bonding tape, which was about that wide, because that was all that was available at the time. And so we came down from St. Martin, and lots of water coming over it, and it's just started to leak again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the old tape off, clean it all up, and put some new tape on, and hopefully that'll stop the little leak. So if your mast is leaking, maybe this is the problem. So let me show you how to fix it. So just before we go to the mast, I want to tell you about the experience that I had when we first bought this boat. I thought it was going to be easy. Boy, was I in for a shock. I didn't know anything, and the boat is a very complicated boat, because it's a boat for cruising, and it's got all these systems on that were I just didn't know. I hadn't got a clue. And 7 years ago I came on here and I just got lost, and things were breaking. I didn't know how to fix them. I tried, I messed up. Some things I did, some things I didn't do. I just didn't know anything, and I got a steep learning curve, and eventually just getting easier. And if I didn't know, I'd break it probably, then I'd have to pay someone to come on and fix it, but then I'd watch them, and I started to learn. And you know, after about 3 years, I felt confident enough where if something broke, I could generally fix it. And Kim and I were thinking that, you know, we've got all this knowledge, and we started from nothing, not knowing anything, to being where we are. When people come on the Britican experience with it, they think I knew everything from the day dot. I didn't, and they're really shocked. They're going, "Oh wow, so you didn't know this stuff when you first got Britican?" I went, "No, I knew nothing." So, but what we've learned is we've put into these guides, and we've really worked hard, and I think that they're fantastic. And for somebody that's either just about to start out or just starting out, it's going to save you heartache, hours of pain and pulling your hair out, and I think it's going to save you thousands. So what we've done, for a short period only, we've bundled them all together. Alright, so Kim's going to put a link below. If you're starting out, they're a great resource. They're going to save you lots of time, lots of money, and it's going to be well worth it. Save you thousands and thousands of dollars. So let's go look at the mast now. So I think it's coming in here. Seems to be a bit more of a gap. So that took me a little bit longer than I was thinking. That's mainly to do with the cleaning up and getting the old tape off. You really had to stretch it, and we had to be careful. If you stretch it too much, it'll rip. If you don't stretch it enough, it's not going to bond as well. Once we got it all nicely put on, it looked like a nice sail. So just waiting for some rain, and we'll check it when it comes down, and hopefully it'll work. As my dear friend who's just passed away, who crossed the Atlantic with us, Murray, he says boating is fixing it in exotic places, and you can't get much more exotic than this. It's a deserted sandy island over there. There's people playing on the beach, and the water is just beautiful. So Murray, cheers mate, thank you for watching. If you've got any comments, leave them below. Cheers, bye.